stretch, post time. Ten of this sport's finest freshman pacing fillies lined up for the final of the She's a Great Lady. Here they come. They're off end pacing, inside speed from both Three Dreams and Albany Girl. Up alongside comes That's So Very, Very Nice up into third, and she is driving. Darlin on the Beach is fourth in park now. Inside fifth belongs to LA Delight. Sixth going to cross over. In behind some speed is Upside Surprise. Further back to race up from in seventh now as they drive their way over to that first quarter is Ivy League. A gap of three back to Highland Rock Solid, followed by Showtime Hill and Blue Moon Stride. Quarter in 27 and 3. Inside That's So Very, Very Nice is going to stretch out. Darlin on the Beach. Darlin on the Beach trying to circle up on by 3/8 in the books, and they continue to wage war across the backstretch here. Darlin on the Beach circles up to grab the lead. Back to the pocket spot. That's So Very, Very Nice. Here's Waples on the outside now with LA Delight, and she pounces on the top two and takes the lead at a 54 and 3 first half. To the far turn they go, and it's LA Delight who'll control the tempo from here. Back to the pocket spot is Darlin on the Beach. That's So Very, Very Nice from third. Fourth inside to Three Dreams. Stalking in fifth is Albany Girl. Sixth to the outside drives Upside Surprise, followed further back by Ivy League. Then it's Showtime Hill and Blue Moon Stride and Highland Rock Solid. They come to three quarters next, and still there's LA Delight. She's a length and a half in front at three quarters in 1:23. Second in the pocket as they swing off the turn and head for home. There tipped out is Darlin on the Beach, but it's LA Delight still clear. 2 lengths in front here. Darlin on the Beach is second. That's So Very, Very Nice is third. Way back to the others. Deep stretch lead for LA Delight. And LA Delight opens up and pours it on now. She's 3 lengths clear, and there's no stopping Waples tonight. LA Delight wins the She's a Great Lady by 3. Second under the line was Darlin on the Beach. That's So Very, Very Nice was third in 1:51 2/5.
This year's final of the She's a Great Lady Stakes is in the books. LA Delight getting the job done, and I'm joined by driver Randy Waples and trainer Bob McIntosh. Bob, I'll start off with you. This is a homebred, obviously. It's a little more sentimental. You captured this event back in 2002 with Remember When, and no stranger to success. Tell me about the development of this filly up until now.
Well, you know, I knew she had the pedigree to be a good filly, but when she come in, she was just stood very correct, just an ordinary-looking filly. And training down, she was one of those ones that was just very workmanlike about her job, but did nothing to stand out. I thought I had a couple of fillies better than her even, but they're back in the barn. So you know, she just when it come time to race, she just kicked it in, and she was a total professional.
I was going to say, at what point in time did you say to yourself, "Hey, we got something here"?
I'd say as soon as we started to race her, she kicked in. Like she was just kind of ordinary trainer all winter. So I underestimated her. There's no doubt about that.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Randy, it's been a absolutely memorable night for you. The She's a Great Lady, the Canadian Pacing Derby, and the Metro. Can you sum it up into a couple of words here for me? I guess that would work here too, but just talk about the night that you had in general. I mean, obviously it's one for the books.
You know, I was talking to Brett Miller when we were pulling up there, and like I said to Brett, I said, you know, these are the days or the nights that you dreamed about when you were a kid jogging horses on the farm. You know, you're out there having to jog 5 miles or something, your mind starts to wander, then all of a sudden you're in the Little Brown Jug, or you're the Hambletonian, or you win a huge bunch of races in one night, and I just can't believe the way that it's set up. You know, I mean, they all raced fantastic last week. I was fortunate enough to pick up State Treasurer, and then they all came out the next week and raced just as good. So it was just, it's a very lucky night for me.
You're the morning line favorite. You got the job done in all 3 stakes, but waking up this morning, did you feel added pressure? I guess, what were your thoughts coming in? I mean, what was your pregame?
You know, I'd like to be one of those guys that say that, you know, I don't feel pressure or that, that I don't get nervous, but I'd be lying. You know, but the thing is that I find is that once I get on the track, then I don't think about it. But, you know, when you're driving to Tim Hortons or you're drinking your coffee or you're listening to the radio, then yeah, it creeps into your mind. You know, you just don't want to cost people money and make the wrong moves. And tonight it just really worked out. But like I had 3 great horses to drive, and they all showed up.
How would you stack up your night throughout your career? Obviously, this has got to be one of the books. I mean, you've driven some great horses in the past. Sandpill obviously comes to mind, but on a night like tonight, this probably is the best night for Randy Waples.
I would definitely say I've never been lucky enough to win 3 classic stake races in one night. You know, they're very important, you know, races, all 3 of them. And I was just lucky enough to be in them, and lucky enough to have great horses to drive. And then, like I said, being lucky enough that these trainers did their job and the grooms did their job, and these horses showed up tonight. You know, they could have just as easily not showed up. And they showed up, and even if I made a small glitch here and there, they bailed me out.
Congratulations.
Thanks, Greg. Thanks for the kiss, too.
Randy Waples tonight continues here at Mohawk Racetrack.